Welcome to our channel, Veritas Historiae. Here we witness the captivating moments that have shaped our world. On this channel, we delve into the fascinating depths of history, uncovering the intriguing phenomena that have occurred on Earth throughout the ages. From ancient civilizations and enigmatic historical figures to mysterious events and astonishing discoveries, we bring you captivating stories that will ignite your imagination and leave you in awe. Today we are discussing the world's worst recorded natural disaster, the 1931 and 1887 Yellow River floods. When we think of floods, we may think of the 2011 tsunami in Japan, which was triggered by a massive earthquake and caused the death of around 16,000 people. We may also think of the 2004 tsunami, which had waves up to 100 feet high and a death toll of around 170,000. Yet the deadliest floods in recorded history by far took place along China's Yellow River. Today, we are diving into the turbulent history of this river, a paradox of life and death that has shaped civilization and wrought sorrow. Emerging from the mountains of eastern Tibet, the Yellow River carves its way through China, disgorging 58 billion cubic meters of water annually into the Yellow Sea. This river, named Huanghe for its yellow silt, has been a life-giver and a life-taker for as long as people have known how to write about it. The yellow silt is picked up from Chinese Loess Plateau, located southeast of the Gobi Desert. Its floodplain is among the most agriculturally fertile regions on Earth, and is considered to be the birthplace of Chinese civilization. And yet, it has also brought unimaginable destruction. The Chinese began constructing a series of levees around 2,500 years ago to control the river's floods. Levees are low ridges or embankments that prevent flooding of the land next to a stream or river. The Yellow River has tens of thousands of miles of the levees. Levees stabilize the channel and can protect the inhabitants against floods. Unfortunately, because the riverbed was elevated and confined artificially, the breaching of these protections has actually led to more destructive flooding. However, these levees have failed many times, leading to two of the worst floods in human history. A team of researchers reports that by 2,000 years ago, the natural course of the river had been altered so much that it hardly resembled the natural system of 1,000 years before. A quote from one of the researchers states, "It's easy to see the trap they fell into. Building levees causes sediments to accumulate in the riverbed, raising the river higher and making it more vulnerable to flooding, which requires you to build the levee higher, which causes the sediments to accumulate, and the process repeats itself. The Yellow River has been an engineered river, entirely unnatural, for quite a long time." In 1887, the Yellow River overran the dikes in Henan province, a disaster covering 50,000 square miles. This catastrophe left 900,000 people dead and 2 million homeless. Yet this wasn't the deadliest flood from the Yellow River. The 1931 flood was on another scale entirely. The 1931 flood was bound to happen due to environmental history, but the real cause was extremely high precipitation. The winter of 1930 to 1931 was more cold than usual, leaving large deposits of snow and ice in the upper catchments of rivers. While these frozen areas melted in the spring, their power was paired with heavy rains. In the summer, China had a powerful East Asian monsoon. Usually, the Yangtze Basin would experience 2 cyclones, but in 1931 there had been 7, raining around 1.5 times the average annual volume of precipitation in a single month. With heavy rainfall, dike failures, and inadequate flood control measures, the flood inundated an estimated 88,000 square kilometers. The death toll is estimated around 3.7 million people, making it the deadliest natural disaster in history. The consequence of this flood caused many deaths as well. The flood caused a lack of subsistence, famine, and malnutrition. While this disaster was on course, the ongoing conflicts between the Communist Party and Kuomintang prevented many of the relief efforts. Disease was an even great cause for concern. Because many of the sanitation systems were destroyed, the water provided great conditions for pathogenic microbes. Because the flood caused so many refugees and Chinese to move into more crowded areas, and the water caused disease, soon dysentery, cholera, measles, smallpox, and typhoid were running rampant. The water also provided a breeding ground for mosquitoes, which led to a malaria outbreak that caused hundreds of thousands of deaths. Wives and daughters were sold by desperate residents, infanticides, and even cases of cannibalism were reported to the government. To this day, the 1931 China flood and the 1887 Yellow River flood mark the highest recorded death toll by millions, excluding epidemics and famines, of any natural disasters in the world. And this isn't to say that more severe floods haven't occurred. Some researchers even speculate that a huge flood around AD 14 cost the lives of approximately 9.5 million people. You may be wondering, if the Yellow River has caused so much death and destruction throughout time, why do so many people still live so close to it? It's important to note that individual circumstances, historical factors, and economic considerations can influence such decisions. Some reasons people might choose to live near the Yellow River include the following: agricultural opportunities. The Yellow River Basin is known for its fertile soil, which supports agriculture. This region has been an important agricultural area throughout China's history, and people may choose to live near the river for farming purposes. Cultural and historical significance. The Yellow River holds great cultural and historical significance in China. It has played a vital role in shaping Chinese civilization and has been a source of inspiration for art, literature, and folklore. Some communities may have deep cultural ties to the river and prefer to live near it for cultural reasons. Economic factors. Proximity to the Yellow River can provide economic benefits. It offers a water source for irrigation, transportation, and hydroelectric power generation, which can contribute to local economies and industries. People may choose to live near the river for employment opportunities or to access its resources. Infrastructure development. Over time, efforts have been made to manage the risks associated with the Yellow River. Construction of reservoirs, dams, and flood control measures has been undertaken to mitigate flooding and provide protection to surrounding areas. These measures may help alleviate concerns and encourage settlement in some regions. The Yellow River, Huanghe, has been both a cradle of civilization and a river of sorrows for China. Its tales of life and death, of giving and taking, embody the duality of nature and human existence. Join us next time as we continue to explore the stories and forces that shape our world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating historical journeys. Thanks for watching.